Hola, hola, how are you? This is Miss O. I'm your beauty bestie, and this is our first episode of Road to the Crown. And with us right now, I will introduce to you the first candidate that I will interview is Miss Universe Panama, Brenda Smith. Lezama, how are you, Brenda?
Hi, Miss O. It's so great to speak with you. How are you?
Very good. I'm so excited to have you because you are my first candidate that I will interview. How exciting is that?
I'm honestly honored. Honestly, when I got your DM on Instagram, I just thought, what an amazing opportunity to speak, especially on Thanksgiving, and have a little bit of fellowship with you tonight.
I love that. And also, Brenda, where are you right now? Are you still in Panama? When are you going to Israel?
Yes, so I'm home in Panama. I leave for Israel most likely on Saturday. We're still ironing out a few details there. So we're in the last minute preparations. We're getting all of those last minute packing things done. But I'm so excited to be in Israel very soon.
Are you prepared with your swimsuit, with your long gown? Is everything prepared? All your your gowns and your swimsuits?
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I
All
could,
right.
I could say yes, but
Okay.
I would be fibbing a little bit.
All
I do
right.
have several options. Actually, a lot of the options just arrived today, but because I was just crowned a little over 2 weeks ago, it's been a
Wow.
completely different experience for me. I know a lot of times women have about half a year or maybe even a year to prepare for Miss Universe, and for me, I've had less than 3 weeks. So it's been doing everything on an incredibly quick turnaround time. And I don't have everything ready, but what makes me feel at peace is that I know that my preparation, the mental work, the spiritual work, that has all been a preparation that I've had for years and years. And everything else will fall into place. The dresses, the swimsuits. I'm a firm believer that you don't need the most expensive or the most beautiful dress to win, or you don't need the best outfits to stand out. Of course, they're important, but I have faith that all of the preparation that I've done internally will be my solid ground.
This is exciting, Brenda. And also for all the people who are watching right now, all your fans, I want you to click the share button on the left hand side of your screen. And then
Oh,
so then people in Panama and people in your country can see our beautiful Brenda Smith Lezama. So Brenda, I haven't been to Panama. I've heard that the Panama Canal is nice. Like what can you say about your country and where do you want to bring us?
oh my goodness. I would love for you to come visit us. Panama is a country that's always welcoming people with open arms, and that's
Mhm.
one of the most special parts of this country. We have a very rich history of a mix of cultures and a mix of even nationalities, of races. And that I think is what makes us so beautiful is that more than just being a mosaic, we truly are a melting pot because you see a mixture of all of these different cultures and of the influence that make up what Panama is today.
That's exciting. And also, I've never tried a Panama cuisine. Is there any one particular dish that you want me to try?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll tell you what I've been eating a lot of lately.
Right.
I've been a little bit under the weather and I've been a little bit
Okay.
congested. So I've been eating a lot of sancocho, which is a great soup.
Mm.
I think it's also great for trying to still, eat something good, but still watch our diet a little bit and watch our training for Universe. But when you come down, I'd be happy to show you around and to show you all the best parts and all the best foods of Panama.
That's exciting. And also, not a lot of people know this, but you have won the, Miss Georgia USA pageant before in 2012. Like, how was the experience with you before? And like, did you really like see yourself to be in the competition like few years later?
So I actually won Miss Missouri Teen, and I competed at Miss Teen USA because I was studying my university in Missouri at the time. I did
Right.
later compete in Georgia, and that's been part of my identity. I know a lot of people who don't know me or who haven't had the chance to be acquainted with me are often surprised that I've had so many different pageant experiences in different places, but that's been part of probably the most integral part of my identity up with a Mexican mother, a Panamanian father, and I was born in the
Ah.
United States. And not only was it just my roots, but I had truly a multicultural upbringing from the time I was about a month old, I got on a plane and moved to Mexico. And a few months later,
Wow.
I moved to Panama. And my whole life has been, a back and forth of going from one country to the other because my parents wanted to ensure that I not only had a connection with my roots, but I had a connection with my family and with my essence.
Correct. So you were talking about your Panamanian father, right? So you speak your language, is that correct?
Claro que sí, yo hablo perfectamente el español y el inglés. I love to switch back and forth, but I feel really, really fortunate because sometimes it's not necessarily our decision. A lot of times these are decisions that our parents or other guardians make for us. But I feel really fortunate that my parents, from the time I was very young, really prioritized the importance of having that duality in my identity and not just being multinational, but truly being brought up multiculturally.
Correct. Like very well said. And also it's very good that, when I went to Colombia, I was very inspired to speak the Spanish language. So on my free time, I would always like go to YouTube and learn Spanish, and then como estoy muy bien. So those are
Me
the things that
encanta.
yeah, those are the things that I'm learning. So I also learned that estoy estoy feliz is like I'm happy, right? I'm
Yes,
very
yes,
happy.
yes. That's a great one. Pero I'm going to give you a new one. ¿Qué tal? Estoy agradecida.
Estoy agradecida. Okay, I think I know what that means. It's like I am happy and grateful or something like that.
It means I'm grateful, and I
I'm
think that that is
grateful.
one of the things that I try to focus on every single day. Um, I think gratitude is a great way to start your day. It's also a great way to end your day. But I've learned that regardless of the adversity that presents itself throughout different periods of our lives, when we focus on gratitude, it seems to be multiplied back into our lives.
I totally agree. And also, being grateful opens up a lot of opportunities also
Mhm.
for you. And I'm glad that you said that because it's very timely. It's Thanksgiving Day here in America, right?
Yes, yes. And regardless of where I am in the world, I always try to do a little bit of Thanksgiving. And this year, I normally cook. I like to celebrate holidays from all over the world. I normally cook for a big Thanksgiving meal, but today, since we're packing and we're in all the last minute preparations, I didn't have an opportunity to do that. But I definitely will take my time apart to give my thanks for everything that I've been blessed with this year.
So is that what you call the estoy agradecida?
Agradecida, claro, claro que sí.
Claro, claro.
I want to know, what are you grateful for this year?
I'm very grateful that I'm alive. Very grateful that we're alive, and we just, especially, I have four kids. I have a family of six. So
Mhm.
waking up every day, seeing them without any pain or without any sickness is already a blessing in itself. So everything else that comes to me or comes to our everyday life is just a bonus. So that's a very, very good question, right?
Oh, amazing, amazing. I agree with you completely, and I think that sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the fast pace of the industry in which we're in, and to get caught up by the lights and the glitz. But I think that remaining grounded is one of the most integral parts of having success, not just in this industry but in life. So I definitely second everything you just said.
I totally agree. So I cannot wait to meet you in person.
No,
It's very exciting. I'll be in Israel on December. I'm leaving the United States on December 8th. So I'll be there on December 9th. So with, how many people I'm bringing?
how many?
22.
Oh my goodness. That is
22.
amazing. That is
I
amazing.
know. I'm so excited. I'm going to go with my parents. I'm going to go with my friends, and this is such an amazing time that we could. Because it's my third year with Miss Universe. But Brenda, this is my first year that I'm bringing my parents to the event. So it's such a like a fun time and memorable time with me because I haven't seen them for 2.5 years because of the pandemic, right? So they live in the Philippines.
I'm so happy for you. And honestly, I think that there are a few things that are as gratifying as having your parents walking alongside you when they see you achieve your dreams. And especially, I've always looked up to you since I've learned about you and of everything that you've achieved. And I think that when you grow as an individual, you also are growing with every single part of your ancestry. You're growing alongside every single person who has helped you get to where you are. So being able to share that afterwards with all those people who helped you get there there's nothing else like it.
I totally agree. And I'm very, very grateful, like what you've said. I'm very grateful that I'm also with my parents. So
Oh,
they are, the love of my life. And, and I'm just happy that I was able to, I'm still with them and I'm having a great time with them. So it's such a
amazing.
beautiful opportunity, right?
Amazing. And what do you
Yeah.
most look forward to doing with your parents in Israel?
Oh, I'm looking forward to like see the Miss Universe and also see what Jerusalem is all about, what Jesus is all about, where Jesus was born. And I also want to see the tomb, the Jordan River. I want to go to like Sea of Galilee. Let's go together to the Dead Sea and float. Can we do
I
that?
would love that. I would love that. The Jordan River and the Dead Sea. I don't know why I'm so attracted to water lately, but those two are at the top of my list. The Dead Sea, of course, because we gotta float,
I
get our
know.
little. I've heard it has a lot of benefits for your skin, but
I
also
know.
Jordan River. I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully, if God willing, I'll be able to get baptized again in the Jordan River. That's been something that's been on my list for a couple of years, and
Yeah.
2 years ago, I obviously had to cancel my trip for some reasons, but I'm
Right.
really feeling fortunate to be able to do this full circle moment and do it on Holy Land. Wow. I feel like
I know.
it would have been more perfect.
I totally agree. Maybe if we get baptized in the Jordan River, we will both cry.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt, because I think that
Right?
it's so much more. I think that a lot of times, we take it lightly. And for example, I was originally raised Catholic.
Mm.
I later, started identifying more with Christianity generally, but I was raised Catholic, and in the Catholic faith, we are baptized as children normally, and
Correct.
something that our parents make the choice for us. But
I
as I started
agree.
studying the Bible, I asked my parents, I said, I don't know if this really is, if that's enough for me, because I didn't make that choice. I
I
didn't
agree.
make that choice out of free will. So what does that mean if as an adult, I want to make that choice to become closer with my faith and closer with God? So that's been kind of my motivation for going to Israel and for going through that baptism once again.
I totally agree. So I'm very excited for you, and I'm very excited for me, and we can, go together and have fun there.
Yes,
I
I
cannot wait to
love to,
spend time with
Michelle.
you. And then I'm excited everything that you've said. I second the motion, and that's true that because right now is we are having our own free will and our own choice to get baptized and then get closer to our God. So that's perfectly and very well said. So let's play some games. So I'm gonna have like a
I love
couple
a
of
good
four
game.
questions for you to get to know you better. I want to ask the first question. Would you rather have many good friends or just one best friend?
Ooh, many good friends. I think that sometimes we get caught up in that label of best friend, and I have so many close friends that I would not trade for the world, that I wouldn't be able to pick just one.
Wow. Okay. So another question is, would you rather be fluent in all languages or talk to animals?
Be fluent in all languages. That is honestly, if I could have one superpower, that is hands down what I would love to do. I think that there's nothing more special than being able to communicate with people. And I think that there's other ways to communicate. We don't always need language. Sometimes we can do it through music or through touch or through our essence and our vibe. But being able to communicate with people all over the world and learn firsthand about their cultures and their identities, to me would be absolutely beautiful.
Totally agree. And then the next question is, would you rather be beautiful and rich or smart and funny?
Oh, smart and funny, hands down, hands down. And I think I feel like beautiful and rich. I feel like that's kind of a trick question, because
Right.
I feel like beauty is so subjective that why can't you be smart, funny, and beautiful and rich? But if I had to pick between the two, I would absolutely say the latter.
Smart and funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so funny people attract so many people around them, right? It's like a magnet.
Mhm,
Like people
mhm.
wants to be around them all the time. So
That's the
another
thing. I think
question,
that a vibe is important.
what is that?
I think that your vibe is so important, and that when you're able to capture people's attention and capture people's energy, there's just nothing like that.
I agree. So there's a lot of people saying hi to us at Grace Uy, all the way from Canada. We
Wow.
have Alexis Pablo Gomez, and then there's so many people from Israel and from Panama who are watching.
Hi, hello to Israel. Saludos a todo Panamá. Muchas gracias por conectarse. Honestly, I'm so happy to have you guys here with us tonight on this Thanksgiving.
Oh wow. Okay. We also have Lian Ko from the Philippines, and we have Jen Yang from San Francisco.
Hi,
San Jose. Okay.
everybody.
My very last question: would you rather attain a world peace or end hunger? End world hunger.
Okay. I would rather attain world peace because I think that ending that food scarcity is part of world peace. Unfortunately, I think that sometimes we need to look at these things as like an intersectional issue. Actually, all the time, we should look at these situations as intersectional issues because one thing does not affect another. And I don't think that we can have peace without making sure that every single person on this planet is cared for, is provided for, and has access to resources that allow them to live a peaceful life.
I'm very excited for you, Brenda. You are very smart. You're eloquent in everything that you said. A lot of people didn't know that you were born and raised in the U.S., right?
Yes, so I was born in the United States and I've been raised kind of back and forth between Mexico, the US, and Panama my entire life. I did study my university career in the United States, but my entire life has been kind of a back and forth because my parents didn't have any family members living around us in the United States, so they'd often send me a couple of years to live with my grandparents or a couple months to live with my aunts and uncles. And that's just been a very normal part of my life. I didn't really realize it was so different or so unique until I got older, but I'm so thankful to have had that experience.
Okay, so Mariana Valenti says that you are a queen and then you're absolutely beautiful. So
Oh,
thank you so much, Brenda, for your time.
thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Universe Panama, Brenda Smith Lezama. Thank you so much, and I cannot wait to.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you, and I can't wait to see you in Israel and give you a big hug.
Yeah, here's my virtual hug for now.
Oh, I accepted all the way up from Panama.
All
Thank
right,
you, Miss
take care, my
Bo.
dear. Sending love to you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching, and please watch out. Stay tuned for Miss Universe El Salvador right now on my Instagram. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.